wine lovers, and welcome back to Cutter's Choice Homebrew. And so today we're brewing a Session IPA. So this is the second time I've brewed it. First time, I can't remember where I got the recipe from. Don't know, but I've altered it, so it's my recipe now. And first brew, this is what I did. I was going to dry hop it. So very quickly, the recipe was 95.2% of Golden Promise, 2.4% of Crystal Medium. That's the Cross My Loof one's 139 EBCs, and 2.4% of dextrin. That's the grain bill. And then for all of the boil, target to 21 IBUs, East Kent Goldings at 10 minutes to 3 IBUs, Fuggles at 10 minutes to 2 IBUs, and Fuggles at flame out for 1 IBU. Now I was going to dry hop it, but after 7 days fermentation on the Midland ale yeast from Cross My Loof, I took a sample to get the gravity, and obviously it finished fermenting, and it's the obligatory taste of the trial jar, and oh my god, this is it. I'm not dry hopping. It was absolutely brilliant. So anyway, it's been in the keg now. I think I'm on the second keg, and 56 days conditioning, and it's just superb. It's just what I wanted an English sort of session IPA to be like. So however, today's brew, I didn't quite have all the same ingredients, so and I've altered the grain slightly. So today's recipe is 92.1% of Golden Promise, 2.7% of dextrin, 2.7% of wheat malt, and 2.7% of Crystal Medium. And then the hops, so I've run out of Fuggles and East Kent Goldings, so I've got Target at 60 minutes for 29 IBUs, Brambling Cross, which is one of my favourite hops, at 10 minutes for 5 IBUs, and then Brambling Cross at flame out for 1 IBUs. So Midland ale yeast again, 2 packs of that, and fermenting at 19 degrees. So and what's the other thing we need to know is mashing at 67 degrees, just to give it a bit of body. This should come out at 3.9%. I think the one I'm drinking at the moment is 3.7%, and it's lovely. So but yeah, mash at 67% just for 1 hour, and then boil 1 hour, and I think that's it. So anyway, I've hidden myself away in the brew shed because the mother-in-law's staying, and I think I've left me stopwatch in the kitchen. So her house has been flooded by sewage for the second time, and so she's staying with my sister-in-law, but every other weekend we're having her, which is better than last time because we had her for 3 months solid. And it's a 87-year-old mother-in-law. It's amazing what you can find to do in your brew shed, isn't it, really? So anyway, I've dove in and been mashing for probably half hour or something like that. So I've got all my hops weighed up, everything weighed up, just staying in here out of the way, because I heard you getting up, and I was just going to be wanting a cup of tea, so I disappeared. So I don't want to be running around after her. So Billy's being an absolute bastard with her. Yesterday we were out, we popped off to a place in Winkley called Southwest Fixings, and we bought some fence paint. So I'm off for a week now, so painting the fence. when we come back, it turns out that the mother-in-law had opened her bag, Billy put his head in and ate a pair of support stockings. Later on, he puked them up. So it's the only pair she got, she needs them. So now the wife's having to wash her support stockings. It's all fun here. It's not fun. It's just like, if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. And all I can say is thank fuck for beer and sleeping on the settee. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna get my stopwatch. I left it in the kitchen. It means I've got to meet the mother-in-law today. All right, wish me luck. See you in a bit. Ciao. Just sparging, and coming up, it's 80 degrees in the boiler. So a couple of things I forgot to mention. I'll put wheat malt in this one because just to improve the head retention, just to see if it would improve it. Hopefully it will. But the other thing is last weekend I realised I didn't have any proto flock, and all week I forgot to order it. So I'm actually making the brew with no protoflock, but just having a little Google about, I know what protoflock does and all that, but I read something about that the protoflock actually removes some of the proteins that help with head retention. So sort of going at it in two ways to improve the head retention. So anyway, I think we'll see how that goes. I think what we're going to do is, this will be the brew day video, and then we'll do a tasting video in about a month, I suppose, something like that. All right. So, oh, and incidentally, thinking of young Mr. Stuart Prince, this would be an absolute cracker on your hand pull, mate. So anyone with a hand pull, this would be really, really good. All right. So anyway, catch you in a bit. See if there's something exciting happening later. Right, so boil's achieved, hop break's achieved, and hops are going in, and now we're going to reduce it down to 70%, I think we're doing, and then reset the timer. That's that done, and then I also got me trusty Timex stopwatch, which is excellent. So what was that? That was the target going in, wasn't it? So here we are. We're on target. There we go. Wow, forgot to mention, got 47 litres instead of 46.5, and it came out at 10.34 instead of 10.36. So at the moment it's coming out as a 3.5% beer, which I'm quite happy with, as you well know. So but we'll see what we get at the end of the boil. All right, I'm gonna clean the mash tun up now. All right, cheers. I think I need to weigh me the hot bag down. Yeah, it's like a big balloon on the top. Where is it? There we are. So I've got one of these, it's a stainless steel ball, and I showed you these like a few years ago. So this is part of a non-return valve. So 390 grams that weighs. It's only about 40 mil wide diameter, technically speaking. Right, okay, so let's drop this in, keep this weighted down. Oh. There we go. Oh, yeah, heard it hit the floor. hit the seafloor. There we go. Back to the cleaning. Right, my lovers, that is time for 10-minute additions. So in goes, oh shut up. Right, in goes the yeast nutrients. There we go, and this was the Brambling cross. That goes in there. Sorry about the noise from the fan. It's either that or it's all steamed up and you can't see nothing. So there we go. So right, 10 minutes. God, set me timer. Set me timer. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I just don't really need to do it, so I got the timer on the easy boil, but I want to keep it all the same. There we go. Right, okay, see you in 10 minutes. So that's the easy boil alarm, time's up. So that's an hour boil, and where is it? Here we are. Last hop addition, and then let that stand for 15 minutes. Right, okay, cooling next. Right, so there we go, my lovers. It's all in the bucket. So we're just gonna chuck the yeast in, Midland Ale. And so end of boil. It come out at 10:38. So I think we're getting a 3.8 beer in the end. So also sticking that in, so that's going to make it gluten free. And since there's no didgeridoo, burnt the flop. Oop. This prevents chill haze. There we go. So that's that in. Lid on. Don't want any accidents. And there we are. It's just there, and we can take that off. There we are. That can go there, and we can say a night-night and see you in 7 days. Right. Just the boiler clean up now, and that's it. End of brew day. So not too bad really. So there we go. Didn't spill anything, that's the main thing. Right, okay, and so let's very quickly, you know I'm going to say it, if you're having blood tests, ask for a ferritin check as well. Don't want you dying of hemochromatosis or iron overload. Alright, so I'm not going to harp on about it again, but get your ferritin checked. Alright, cheers my dears, and see you on the next one.